A new woman on The View. I think her name is Elizabeth Hasselbeck. I think also she's been on The View before. She looks familiar to me, but it looks to me also like she's replaced Alyssa Farah Griffin, who I looked it up, may just be on a leave, but I think this woman is doing a fantastic job because Alyssa Farah Griffin, I think, is supposed to be the Republican on the panel, but she agrees with the rest of the ladies quite a bit. Let's take a look at a couple clips here.
Last year, he believes that, he said, babies born in the United States to immigrants living in the country illegally should be deported alongside their parents if the adults are removed.
Which is unconstitutional because that goes to the very heart of birthright citizenship, which is in the Constitution.
But I thought you said you didn't want the children separated from their family.
It doesn't look like he would do that.
There is a tension there. And
you don't want the children separated from the family, but certainly you can't deport a United States citizen.
I don't think under his leadership much will change in terms of the mission of ICE, and I think we need to separate right now the good from the bad. I think if I can sit here and say, hey, that's bad about the spending, right? It's not great when our TSA workers aren't getting paid and you're getting a Budweiser horse or something to ride around. I can be an honest, earnest citizen and say, like, I'm seeing the good. I'm seeing a drop in fentanyl crossing the border. I'm seeing a drop in murderous individuals.
Based.
Is
crossing the border.
Is brought in by American citizens.
145,000 children that were brought in are now reunited with their families. Joe Biden allowed 400,000 children to go missing and separate from their families so that they're being reunited. It's not all good and it's not all bad. I think we just need to be feel it in your heart and your skin to know this is bad. There are some good things.
That is a lot different than what Alyssa Farah Griffin has been saying on The View. At least I think. I haven't watched it in a while, but during the election, there was a lot of Kamala cheerleading on this program. And then we'll take a look at one more clip here.
I want to ask you why you keep calling this like an undocumented attack, that you don't agree with the war and illegal.
Unconstitutional.
So did you believe it was illegal in April of 2011 when the Office of Legal Counsel memo stated from President Obama that the president has constitutional authority to direct the use of military force in Libya because he could reasonably determine that such use of force was in the national interest prior. Congressional approval was not constitutionally required to use military force in these operations. Where were you then complaining?
I agreed. Well, I wasn't on the show then.
No, but personally, would you have stood against that?
I was at home complaining. No, I wasn't complaining because the Office of Legal Counsel was involved. And
again, this is a lot different, in my opinion, to the discussions that were happening on The View the last time I checked. It was a lot of agreeing with one another.
Office of Legal Counsel.
This came after.
But the Office of Legal Counsel is the office in the Department of Justice, because I worked at the Department of Justice, that reviews these things and makes legal determinations. This president doesn't go through the Office of Legal Counsel. This president does not go to Congress. Congress has the power to to approve wars. This Congress has the power of the purse. This president is acting more like a king than anything else. He is the commander. He's the commander-in-chief, but he is not a king. And so I think that this should have gone through Congress. I think that the American embassies should have been notified so that American citizens in the Middle East would have been able to get to safety. I don't think that this was done appropriately. I maintain that this is illegal and unconstitutional.
Do you like the result? Do you like the result?
No, I don't.
Well, you would rather the regime head and those 40, 18 leaders be in place.
This is going to be a longer conversation. Since this is going to be a longer conversation, we're going to take a break today, and we're going back, and we'll be right back.
Go to Congress. If you got to go to Congress for everything, nothing will get done. Anyway. I'll finish the video there, but I feel like everyone should probably know that by now. I know Congress has some function, but if you go there all the time, nothing is going to get done, and maybe that is the way many in the establishment would prefer it. But with that said, I'll finish the video. Please like, please subscribe. Have a great day.